Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Services, use your self-service. I'm just removing it. I can add it again. Now I have deleted it, I can see. I log. You will see nothing. Create account, forgot password. Username, forgot username. Nothing is there, right? Yes, correct. Now let me log in again. And I'm inside the top in monitoring. I go to the services, where it gets add a service over here. Here, if you see we need to register the user right. We need to create a self-registration page where user can put their username, password, email, right first name, last name, all those things. Yes, I think about the user self-service. And this is an integrate and this encryption keepers and we can use the default. One is already present. And here you can use for right now and do the user registration. Now I need to register the service. PMP because I need to copy this. Pimansin that is. And service. And service. And service and service encryption, test and service. These are the encryption key. You can use the default ones. Signing secret key and signing encryption. I'm sending and here you can use a user registration. Click on the forward password for code username. Let's click all these three. And I click on create. And here this session page comes over here where I need to save the changes. Then here it comes when you click on it and save it first. And I copy it again. Now I have saved the user self-service and now I'm going forward. Here you can see the different configurations where you can add the Google reCAPTCHA site here and all. This one I guess required to have the reCAPTCHA from the Google and everything. For that I guess you need to create account and pay for it. Then you can only do we can test. I'll show you the examples for the security questions and first during the normal registration. Let's go for the normal registration. This is security questions, whatever the KBA right we do. What kind of questions? Over here you can write your own questions also. We'll come to that minimum answers or minimum answers to verify. Here I'll go for the user registration. Here is as per. If you need to, for the registration page, you need to click on this user registration. May verification, I'll complete. We'll do that. Let's do that. This one password. And this is the user registration. And save changes. And this is a profile management. This is what attributes they have. Telephone number. And then everything. And then what configuration will show the registration. You have to email. But we can use this. You are to test it. First we'll check them with this user registration. Now you can see I have enabled it. Saving all these changes, and if I go back, you will see I get this. For what username or what password in your head? Create an account. Right. Just you can. I will try it. That's it. Right. I'll just enable it. The user-defined user-defined text. And then you enable it. That's it. Right. Whatever required. I'll open in separate one. Like we have this one. Alright. We right now and other server we have using with the administrator access. This is the admin who have everything control, who can do anything to lead, create everything, right? Create or recreate this kind of features, right? Now we need to create like a user who can access the limited one, who will able to use that application. Here we will create an account. See, it's come. It's a registered your account, right? After enabling those, this page can come if the page is registered and the username, password, last name, email, password come from password. Dude, let's try to create any user. I'll take your name. You want to read. Sorry for the spelling. That's a very great. And black ghost baby one. It can exit. Password. Save it. It says, if the message your account has been successfully registered. If I go to the login, the password was wrong. You can see is a user profile has been created for the user and user again able to log in. Just a minute. Username is wrong, I think. That's fine. No. Username is R. I think you have written something like that. No, it's the same user. It's fine. And this is the dashboard that you had given that he signed as this user. And this is basic information. This is password. That's again access. This is his dashboard for that user. Any authentication device that will come to it now we can set for his user. Now he got access to this one. Like whoever having the access sent for ForgeRock. Like from the ForgeRock, we want to authenticate the user. We can create a user profile in the ForgeRock. You'll have that access. Now the user has been added and where it will be added. If you go to the identities, these entities have been this. This details or this user has been stored or whatever. We just put it in registration. It's coming into this inside identities. It's first and last and everything. Services. It's fine. The dashboard. You can add a service over here. Anything, or you can update the session also for this user. What are the names of the? You can give the name of the group where the user can store. The main thing I need to tell, where these identities after creating has been stored. This is Rajiv, but we are going to be storing inside this identity. If you get any identity, any user inside this one, it will be stored here. I'll just keep the username. It will use that one. And I can update the password as well. If I need to say to update the password, you can update the password. It will be in the DS, but then you need to check. Data services. Data services. I guess we need to go and check. But there also, I guess it would be stored as not as a CD8 password. It's an encrypted form. Because it won't allow to store password even in that day. It's practically AD. You can update the password, but I guess retrieve the same. Due to functionality. This is how we can register and create the user. Now, if we need to do something more like this is the only one, I need to set a security step. If I go back over here in user service again, now I need to define the user registration with the security questions. I need to enable the security. I'll enable this one security questions. And during registration, I want all the user need to have the security questions as well. This one, what is the username, name or this one? How much is all the security questions, right? We'll add more security questions and minimum answers to define. Currently it's 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. Now if I refresh it like IT question tab, you can add a question. But because this user is already logged in, but this feature as we have added, we can add the question. But if you go back again and look out and create a new account, it will ask before adding it. It will ask for the security question. If I create an account, a new account, I need my name. You are creating a new account. Now I'm creating a new account. I'll show you because during creation, also the security. No. What my question is, you are doing user side or admin side? User side. User side. You can basically get a little bit confused here. Whenever you are creating a large ER23, that is user side. User side, user can self-receiving themselves. No, not required admin side, right? No, not required admin side. This is not. Once we have set up, you can give the link to the user, this link, or create an account links. Then user can self-register themselves. You go to the multiple applications. Anyone outside, they ask you to sign up. It's a light sign up. I go to running R123 and running. And I can pass once I can get the pass. Now we have set up the security question line. It's asking about the security question. I like what is model of your first. But you have enabled in RL2E3, right? No, I enabled in the admin access. It will be applicable to all the users now. That is. This one is registration account, but this part, if user can have the security question or not, that the admin can do. Yes, that's not my question. Is that only admin? User can only register. Whatever admin will provide access for the users, that only user will able to do. Now user provide the user registration with the security questions. When user will try to register it, he will register with our username and then he will put the security question as answer. I want to answer the question. You are enabling all these security questions and email and the sale of service in admin side, right? Whenever we create the user side automatically, it will enable them, right, to learn it. Correct? That's correct understanding. You can add multiple questions as well. With your name of childhood parent, write and save. It says your account has been registered. Now, if I move on time, minutes of running 1, 2, 3, now you see it's come with the security questions, what we have fit. And the same way, you can add the question as well. What is the file? This number like 1, 2, 3, 5, right? Fifth question I have put. You want to customizing the question. And what's your first card? Let's make those 4 are default ones. And it's English. I have added it. Save this. And now minimum answers 2. And I didn't show you one thing. When we logged in, right? That's right. Minimum answers to define, minimum answers to verify. And let me see if that changes. And now if I log out, if I need to create a new one again. And that, and mark itself. Now it's a security question. And if you see it's coming within your mind with your first, I guess I'm going to know what's happening. But the purpose is to put a new message you can put on your own. I guess this one also. You can put more yourself over here as well. Custom security question. What the user I have used with the username. It's a Now I can get a return to a login page. And 879. And now you're able to log in, but it should be the question which we have. Like that. This will tell the security questions over here. Now I'm going to the email service as well. Now, let's go to. Many of you can also answer minimum answers to define one too. But these changes also you can do. You can play around with that one. Now that's time with the user registration. And then I'll come with the email verification part. Forgotten username. I suppose we have a date to date we have for called that username. We have implemented. And right now we have that. Again, this is I need to go to the for to username. He will ask to put these details, any of these details. We need to fetch the username. Shama 79. The email address. And just put it, submit. The question, we have one. In admin set forgot username, you enabled or. No, I enabled it at the starting right. Show you. During, if you remember right this one, if you see, I have enabled this one right over here when I created this user self-service. I enabled this one forgotten user. Then it will start it appearing on the UI. I guess now if you see over here, I will see to show you the name. I need to see the username. What the username I need to retrieve. The phone for you. I have a gesture too. It will say user. This is the user. And if you want to confirm it, you can. Go back to your admin page. Page the other identity. With your. And the 7, that's your user. It will not take. the database. This is how you can set up this. This is your user side. You have. I will try. Miss everything. Whatever you are enabling, that you're enabling the administrator is enabling the admin access is. But whatever you are doing and testing retrieving it, user can retrieve it. Both are different person. But in admin said that those are disabled, right? Can you show me the admin console? This is the admin center. Can you come down? This is the page. Are you asking me to go to this one, not this one? This one. This is come when it's from starting, when you set up the user self-service. I have just copied. If I refresh it, I'm not able to see it because I just go up on the link before creating these user self-service. That's why it's saying it's not enabled. But it's already enabled. I enabled it. I just copied it. To copy this, encryption key pair to put a page. This I'm just simple understanding whatever. If you need to allow the user to register, if you allow the user to forgot username access flow. If you allow the user to for the forgotten password for everything, admin can create that, right? I am the admin, like creating it, and in another web browser, I'm acting as a user to test it. Yes, correct. But what? My question is why you are disabling here. No, I'm not disabled. This is not disabled. This is just. This is the page open. If I refresh it, it will remove. This is I've just opened as a separate page just to show it to you. This is in user registration. In user registration in right side, and that button is disabled or enabled. It is an aggregate. But this is already enabled. This is just open a dummy page if I refresh. If I refresh it, you will not see this one now. See, this one is now user self-service coming. I'm not able to see that page now that I have just created up one separate upon it before creating. Copy this encryption key pair. Yes, that's it. Now we have enabled the user self-service. We can see the forgotten password. Even if I remove it from here now, user will not able to see this forgotten password page. As I enabled it, it's forgotten password. Username forgotten, user registration. Not able to do anything with this. Foreign password. Let me try. Forgotten username, right. Save changes. Let me go to the other one. Now the user will not able to use this forgotten username because I have not enabled it. If you are able to see it, because you during the starting of the user self-service page, I have created the enable it now. If I go to the other room, right? If I show you go to the other room here, there is not this settings we have done like because, sorry, if I go to the other room, we are in top realm and we are doing, if I go to the employees room and if we go to the services here, services here we don't have any. We have an email to enable the user service. If I want, I can do it again for this. One user service. Now if you see, this is the admin mode, right? This is admin mode, but for the different from a different, like for employees, like suppose for one set of employees. You just want to do user service. Registration and forgotten password. You don't want to do. Set up for the forgotten username, right? You can do for here and another realm for for all other employees. You want to set up all these three. That's how we got to back to that. Set and pass around. We have done. Let's try with password. It should set up in the security question. I am enable the forecast password. I'll ask for your reason for the password. I can please. Share my 7. That's fine. I guess we are disabled, right? This is how the password is. We check the user registration. Or the user can register themselves. And how can you? We can set the security question. We have checked the user flow or username. If you need to retrieve the user, how user can retrieve the username? We have set that flow. We can have set how user can retrieve the password right from our user self-service. If you see, I have enabled. I've disabled the username over here, right here. And username. I have disabled right. Now you see there's no username is come. As soon as I enable this here again, username. The admin can do anything. Now the 4. You can disable. Enable as per the requirement. Now other. We can one way be more. We can try with the email service right as you can send the email. Notification the user has been registered. If for email 1, it's little tough to tell because we need to set the other. You are testing email credentials or currently. I'll show to you how we can set that. One more service is here. Go to the add a service and email service. I'm sure I'm never able to test it because that's required, I guess, and very earlier they will give us to give the free access to have some minimum email. But now I guess I'm not sure why they're not providing it, but let's try. This is a mail trap, right, where you can, I guess, use a little testing. I have just set up. But I'm not sure I'm able to read to you. We don't know. Let's try. But I will show you how you can set the email service if required. This is the email from address. This means the from which email the user will notify the division like user has been registered. You will. There is another username like you are a G. You had the rate of gmail.com. Correct? And you joined some company, any company like IBM company, your ID has been registered. Now any notification we to send to your email I. How the ForgeRock. If any date has been done for your access right. And this has been set up for your user, how they will send. How we need to set up in ForgeRock. We need to set up the email service for that. How we will set up the email, which email and the ForgeRock will send any notification to the user. This is that. Like for a gesture part, right, we can add a gesture and the rate of example. This one, we have not able to add it yet. I'll tell you how. This is the transport time, which mail server will use. Click create. Now we have added this email from address where the user will receive the email from this email ID, right? And the secondary configuration we need to add. There is two ways to get a set of send in my configuration. One is SMTP server and one is Microsoft Graph API. They have, ForgeRock has provided, but mostly that people use our company use this SMTP because when they create their own domain and email system, they will receive all this information. I'll just show to you. SMTP transport configuration. SMTP is the like a simple mail transfer protocol. We'll try to send or receives them means. We need to set up the mail server like here. I will add anything email. And this is the name of a service. Is we are adding any name you can give. Here the host name is like I am using this mail trap. This is just for a testing. There we have this email testing and we can get right. You can also try that. I'm not sure we will able to receive the email on that because I tried to go there asking for money, but I'll show you how once if somebody in their company asked to set up the email service via ForgeRock. How, what details you required or what details you will ask from your company who handles the email system, your host. Whatever this thing to set up, this user will receive starting email from that services. Mail server host name. This kind of a host over there. You can use this credential. This is the host name. This will be the authentication username. And this will be the authentication password. Now this some specific transfer configuration has been created. This is like a known as a certain and mail server port is 465. There have been 25. You can use any of it. They wanted you suggested for 6, 5. We'll go with that one and see if that changes. Go into the email the configuration. If you go into the here, then now it will come. This email notify because which transport I will use we have set up. Even if we set up more, if we set up one more node with MNTP, then you can select that one over there. Now, and we have already one go once. I will do that with that one. Let me select again and see if it changes. It's saved, right? Some services. And then service. And now if you see, I have already this one had its secondary configuration. This one I have added. And if you want to add it again, you can just go to add it and do like that. We don't need to do that. Now this email service has been set. That's how you will configure your email service. And if you go to the services and now again, and you have the user service, user registration and enable the email verification. You have to verify the user email now. This will be the registration email or the outgoing party. You can check or create. Destination and everything. I'll save that changes. Now I have saved it, it has. Going back to the one. Create a comment. And this will flash it. And now I choose a name. I will give it to me. Now it's saying the email has been sent to the address you entered. Click the link email to proceed, and by the time you're not sure we are going to receive the email because that's not working. I guess it's working good. You see I'm receiving got this mailbox. This one. Ask for the registration email. And then here it's asking for that. Click on this link to register. Now click on this link to register. I'm in this test. What we have because we have set up the security question. We will do the security question. Or do you see your account has been successfully registered? Now we are able to use the email verification part as well. This one. Remember I do when also another applications, you see. You have been asked for registered like. Please confirm your registration right because you're authentic. Just need to check you are using your proper email. ID you're using from your email. ID not from some other person's email. ID right. That's here also we are doing. We are just seem to click on the link to register. Need to login page. And now I guess we can call it Word 23 password. That's how it started. We have done now with the email service. We have set up the email service now from here. And which I showed to you, this secondary container, the same TP server. I have you. You can also use that right to create account in the mail trap. This is, I guess, free for now. For some mails it's free. After that, it's to charge you. You can create your account over here and then you can get this details, this port, and you can set up what I have, how I showed in this SMTP, and then use for the user registration services. Email. Understood any question regarding that? No, can I see you can do for the forgotten password and forgotten username. It will ask like let's stand to for the forgotten username because earlier it was showing on the UI. Right now that shouldn't be the user you show on this. Let's see what if we want to send the username as username to the email. I'm not asked the person to send the email username. Email, the username same because we have already set the email service, it will should work. Now I need to go back to email address. Forgotten password, main verification name, save changes. I've left a login password and I want to do it for now. You have set the password. And if I try to log in with that one with a new password I have given, now you can use that. I'm able to log in with updated password from your done from me. This is on the whole thing to do and hands-on concept from the user self-service, and we have sent the email service also with that. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.